This video is sponsored by Rockler. Hey everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Michael here. This week I'm working on a Murphy bed. I'm really excited about this project. This whole kit comes from the Rockler website. It's a DIY kit and it has a full instruction manual. It comes with everything except for the plywood that you need to build it. I've already picked some up, so I'm ready to go. I'm building this project for a friend of mine. She has a closet that she never really uses, and she really needs a guest bed. So we took the measurements. It turns out the closet is almost perfect sized for the full-size bed. We're gonna have to make some adjustments. The other challenge of this project is gonna be moving the material because her condo is on the 5th floor of her building. So I'm gonna break down as many sheet goods as I can and load them up into old gold and build most of it on site. I can't really do much pre-assembly. So I hope you guys will stick around. This is gonna be a really interesting project. Check it out. They just have these. This is such a small elevator. I need to make a cutout for this hot mess in the corner. Hey, so really quick, I wanted to talk about the materials that I'm using because this isn't ordinary plywood and these are not drywall screws. The screws that I'm using are deck screws and they have a shear strength of, I think, like 175 pounds. Also, this plywood, because it has so many plies in it, this is Baltic birch plywood and it has something like 15 plies in it. So that makes it a lot better to drill into the end grain of it. If you have like a 6-ply or something like that, I wouldn't recommend building this way. So just put a wedge into this side to keep it from moving, and I'm going to do the same thing in the bottom. Basically, you're not going to be able to see this because I can't get a camera back there, but I've cut 10-inch blocks. There's a 10-inch gap back there, and I'm gonna set them down on the floor, probably glue them down, and that's just gonna prevent this whole unit from being able to kick out or move. I'm gonna put another shim on this side, and then one's on the top up here as well. I'm trying to put these supports behind where the bracket goes. One of the things that I don't have with me is any more 1/2-inch material, so I'm gonna have to pick up that from my shop tomorrow. I'm kind of running out of things I can do today, but one thing that I know I can do is mark the locations for the bracket holes. So the kit comes with a really nice template that shows all the hole locations, and it does recommend that you put this on before you even install the panel, but I couldn't do that because half the door frame is actually on this template. Day 2 on the Murphy bed build. I have come back, restocked, got my nail gun and a bunch of spacers and stuff, so I should be good to go. So one thing that I've noticed is that it says on the template to drill it at 3/8, and in the instruction manual it calls for 27/64, which I don't have a 27/64 drill bit. So I ended up going with the drill bit that's 13/32 and reaming out from there. I don't know why there's a discrepancy, but they will not fit if you drill a 3/8 inch hole. I got it, don't worry. Alright, so I've intentionally cut this long. The reason for that is that I can get a really nice tight fit if I just work my way down. I did use the angle finder, the angle gauge, in order to get really close, but the best way to do it is to scribe as you go down. So you actually run your pencil along here, and it forms like a little tiny scribe line, and then you can nail your angle every single time. The other thing is that this is 10 degrees. This one doesn't need it, just one side needs a degree angled cut so that it'll eventually sit in and sit tight. Okay, it is the third day on this project, and I've got a few things that I need to do straight away. I'm going to build a couple shelves for up here, and then put a coat of finish on this before the bed frame goes in. start. This thing is not square, it's not plumb, and it's actually half an inch smaller at the top than it is at the bottom. So can't really go off too much other than the center line here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my rough cut plywood sheets that I have for the doors, and then I'm just gonna lay them up here and trace them out, because it's the only way that I'm gonna get it anywhere close to right. Pretty much all of the woodworking that needs to be done on this project. Now I'm going to shift gears and I'm going to start assembling the bed frame. Day 4 on the Murphy bed build, and we're humming right along. This is in place, it fits, it closes. I got the legs on. Now I looked at the footage, it was pretty hard to see what I was doing there at the end because it was getting kind of dim in here, but basically I was installing this mechanism right here. So it flips around, flips up, holds the mattress in place, and then you can lift the whole thing up. The next thing that I need to do is to put a block in here to prevent the bed frame from going too far back. It is the morning of day 5 and I have this all sanded up and ready to go for paint. I also went back to my shop and made these, which I made 2 of these. They're baffles so that you don't see in through the handles. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that build. Let me know in the comments down below if you got any questions about it. Thank you so much to Rockler for sponsoring this video and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. That kit is pretty awesome. I was definitely impressed by it, and I fully recommend it. I think the build quality is really high, the instructions are easy to follow, and the mechanism works surprisingly well. I was really impressed that I could just lift it up and down with one hand, no problem. If you're looking to pick up a kit for yourself, I'll put a link in the description below. And if you want to pick up a t-shirt, I've got links down there too, along with affiliate links for all the tools that I use throughout the video. If you want to follow me on a more regular basis, check out my Instagram. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Anyway, I really appreciate it, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.